I bought a set of bamboo plates and little lights on Amazon, and I'm going to make something really cool for my bedroom. I purchased these bamboo plates that have a fluted, almost flower look to them. They're nice and sturdy, and they come in these pretty pastel colors. I also purchased these LED bulb lights. These are controlled by a remote, and they change colors. So I want to change up the color a little bit. I'm using two different types of spray paint. The first is a copper colored metallic paint. And then I'm going to go over the top with a little bit of gold just to add a speckle. This is going to match the decor in my room, but these plates absorb spray paint really well. So you could leave them in that pastel color or paint them whatever color you want. Let's take a look at these lights and how they work. They are just a nice bulb on the top, but they have a flat bottom and this piece that opens. When you first take it out of the package, you want to unscrew this piece and turn the light on. There's a little button on the inside there. Once you've turned it on, you can screw that piece back into the light fixture. Now it can be controlled with this remote. You have a full range of color, kind of flashing strobe lights, and you can control the brightness as well. Now we're going to attach the light to the plate. To do this, I'm going to use some double-sided adhesive mounting strips. These are going to go along the outside of the light, making sure that I can still access that cap where the light is in case I need to get in there. Then I'm just going to stick the light bulb to the center of the plate. To hang this on the wall, I'm going to use one of my favorite products. These are picture hanging strips from Command. They are really strong Velcro and they work really well for lightweight items like this. So I'm just going to apply one big one to the back and hang it up on my wall. Now from here, this is going to give me some nice ambient light on my bedside. Again, I can use that white light or I can make it flash and do something fun with the colors. That's it. This was a really easy project to make these gorgeous light fixtures that are really lightweight, easy to use, and add a ton of style to my bedroom. I also made a set for my daughter's room and kept the pink plates, and she loves having the flashing colors in her room. So I hope this inspired you to pick up some of these cool lights and plates and make your own. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
We're going to head over to the dollar store and we're going to grab a metal colander and we are going to make a hanging lamp out of this. So what you want to do is you just want to go and find a colander that has a shape that you like. First thing you'll be doing is taking the handle off, and it actually will just slip out pretty easily. If you need pliers, you can grab some. Then we're going to grab some gold spray paint and spray it all gold so it just changes the whole look of it. And that dries super quick. Then we are going to add these cool kind of bell-like little trinkets at the bottom that I found that I just love. And we're going to grab some twine that I got from the dollar store and cut that about 4-inch length and fold it in half and take the loop side and you're going to put it through the bell. And you could do this with any bell or trinkets that you find at the dollar store. And then you're just going to continue doing this on all the bells until you have enough bells to go all the way around your chandelier. And this could be a really unique chandelier for your style. So maybe you want to add shells or crystals or something that you find at the dollar store or when you're out shopping, maybe even at a craft store. And then we're just going to continue on until we have enough. And after we have enough, we're going to start adding it to our chandelier. So grab your first bell and you're going to tie it right onto the chandelier. And I kind of chose to do it wherever these loops are. You kind of see these loops at the bottom. And that's where I'm going to hang each bell. And I'm going to alternate between different styles of the bell. And I'm just going to continue all the way around, double knotting it. And not worrying about the length of the twine until the end. I'm just going to trim it off at the end. When you have enough bells all the way around your chandelier, you're going to grab some scissors and you're just going to trim off the little excess tails. And I like to keep a tiny little tail still remaining because it's kind of a cool boho kind of vibe. Now we're going to grab a wood bead garland, and I chose one that was more geometric. And what it is just some beads that have a knot in between. And you can get some round ones at the dollar store. I just chose some more geometric. And you're going to go all the way around and measure the length just to fit right in that little ledge right there, and then grab some hot glue, and this is some Gorilla Glue, hot glue, which I love, and you're going to glue the twine, and then you're just going to reinforce it and glue it again right on the inside. And this totally holds up. This twine and the Gorilla Glue are really a strong bond. Next, I'm going to grab some rope that I also got at the dollar store, and I'm going to tie that in a knot right at the top. And then I have about a 2.5-inch length that I left, and I'm going to grab some twine, and I'm going to wrap that around a bunch of times and knot that to make it secure and strong. And now you're probably wondering, how are we going to light this? Now you could get a cord with a light bulb and put it through there, but I decided to make it a cordless chandelier that I can hang in an area where I don't have a plug. So I'm going to use a battery operated light bulb, and it has like a little holster with a magnet, and you hot glue that in there. And then I decided I didn't want it to be white, so that since it's an open chandelier, so I put some frog tape along the top of my light bulb, and then I took the same gold spray paint and I sprayed the entire outside of the light bulb. And just want to make sure that you're going to put tape also on the magnetic side that you're using to adhere, to put it in there. See, I put a little piece of paper in there. That's the magnet side, just so that you don't get any spray paint in there. And then you put the little light bulb in there, and you have a chandelier. Look how cute this is. Wait till you see it hanging. So I put this in our guest bathroom and hung it there, and see, it has a remote control, and it is so cute and very boho chic, and I love the way it turned out. And I can see it in so many different variations. I can see it, like I said, you can even have like little pom-poms on it. Really anything, because this light fixture is so easy, so versatile, and the style possibilities are endless. I hope you guys loved today's DIY. I think it turned out fantastic, and I hope you guys tried this one at home. And until next time, bye.